morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment Daily. I am your host, Linker Kenobi, and today, let me tell you, man, there is a lot going on right now. It's crazy. It's just nuts. I was at work yesterday, and I was watching D-Day Cobra doing his job in his corporate cast, and not only that. Before that I was looking at things going on in Twitter, and things are getting worse. Things are getting bad. Things are getting bad. The far left, they have gotten much worse. They are doing so much what they can just to get Jimmy Kimmel to come back. And it's totally funny, bro. Because people like us, when Gina Carano was having a struggle, we have tried pushing to bring Gina Carano back, bro. And then, of course, the woke media, Disney, ABC didn't want to bring her back and everything. But in the long run, in the end, Gina Carano won her case and everything. So, boom. Now we got Jimmy Kimmel, and now the far left is crying about it. And now they want to try to boycott Disney to not subscribe to Disney Plus, to Hulu, and to ESPN. But I tell you, man, and there's a lot, and then there was a gun shooting in California that thank God nobody didn't get hurt by it, which I'm hoping nothing happened. But there has not been nothing going on yet on it, but like I said, it's crazy. It's just totally crazy. So before we get started, I would like you guys to please, if you could do me a favor, as to share, like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, so let us get into our first article of the day. So, yeah. Man, I tell you. It's nuts. So be ready. She-Hulk star Tatiana Maslany urges fans to cancel Disney Plus subscriptions over Jimmy Kimmel firing. Now, you know her as the Incredible Hulk, as the She-Hulk, and she had a show that came out a couple of years ago, and let me tell you, when I read what they were doing with it, bro, I did not like this approach. She's a lawyer, but she's also a DEA and everything. But in her case, her job was to be a lawyer to superheroes, which she really wasn't, to be honest. And this show was ruined, bro. It made the Hulk look bad. That's one. Then, of course, the episodes were weird. When you have She-Hulk twerking with his other chick and everything, and then I don't know, it was really stupid. And then not only that, of course, they made Daredevil look like a fool in the show. So let's read a little bit about this and everything about this, and you guys let me know what you think. So, Tatiana Maslany, the actress who starred as Marvel's She-Hulk, is now openly calling on the fans to cancel their Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN subscriptions over the removal of Jimmy Kimmel from ABC. Airwaves, the stunning move comes less than 2 years after she headlined one of the company's Disney Plus Marvel releases. So the thing is this. I asked myself this question. There's been rumors, there's been talk that she may come back as She-Hulk in the Avengers movie, the Doomsday, or Secret Wars. But you got her doing all this. Is she trying to risk herself from not coming back as She-Hulk in Disney Marvel? And she's not just trying to do that. She's trying to see if any other actors are willing to do the same. Now, there has not been no talk on Chris Hemsworth or Anthony Mackie or anyone else that's saying, oh, we're going to join you on this case. There has not been no talk about it. Which, man, if it pops up with something, oh man, it is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. So I hope you guys are tuning in. I would appreciate it very much. So, morning, Amelia. Hope you're enjoying it. So, here is her post that she wrote right here. Here's her post on, if I need, this is from Instagram. Canceling her Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions. This is when she was in the set doing the She-Hulk, and man, it is just so dumb, bro. I don't know what is becoming to all these people, man. Do they not understand? Do they not understand what they're doing? All they're doing is that they are exposing themselves of who they are. Who are these people? And and it's just so damn stupid, bro. And you got not just celebrities involved, you have also senators that are involved, like AOC, which I do gotta find. I think I have that piece, but I'll find it. But and they all support the fact that they support Jimmy Kimmel's lies, which is ridiculous. They know damn well that this was not the far. This was not the right. They know damn well this wasn't MAGA. This was the far left, and it has their blood on it. And they don't want to admit it, bro. Not even Jimmy Kimmel doesn't want to admit it. But like I said, dude, I tell you, it's just so wrong for what they do to themselves, bro. And it's funny. It really is funny. It's funny that what they have done to themselves. And it's a shame. It's a real shame that what they did. So let me see if I can find some things on Twitter. What we got. If I can find it. I think I can find it. Now this is a reminder. I want to show you this one right here real quick. And this is a reminder that this is the guy that people are supporting. All right. Let me just here. This is the guy that people are supporting. Here we go.
Fox News has severed bow ties with Tucker Carlson. After all these years, they are parting ways, which means he was fired. I mean, that's really what parting ways means. Tucker couldn't be reached for comment. He's already on a plane to Moscow to meet with his manager. But what a shock. I mean, what an absolutely delightful shock this is. Now Tucker can spend more time at home tanning his testicles and touching himself to that sexy green M&M. Sadly, he's probably not done poisoning old people's brains. The question now is, where will he do it next? Will he go to OAN? Will he go to Newsmax? Will he crawl back up Satan's fiery beehole from whence he came? We don't know. One of the most despicable mother Tuckers ever to appear on American television. Fox News.
Yeah, he's doing better. He's having more of a success than you are, Jimmy. So it's like I said, dude. I mean, as you can see right here, they are that Betty Dodges has put up a poster of Charlie Kirk and his wife in a building. This is a pretty good one, man. And here's the shootout that I'm talking about right here. As you can see right here, these are the bullet holes that happened. Let me pause it. Right there. Here's the bullet holes right here. And it's terrible, man. It's just terrible what they've done to themselves. I will get to these other pieces right now, but let's see if I can find it. I don't think I don't have it. Yeah, I don't think I don't have it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I do not have this article, that article. Let me see. Yeah, that's so far that's what I got right now on the latest. So let's see here. That's what I got so far. So let me take this off. Go back up here real quick. All right, let's discuss this latest one, man. Let's discuss the latest article. Now, Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Kimmel, when he was when he finished his post, his Charlie Kirk lie to the people around the world, he was ready to keep on going to take down MAGA, man. He was ready. He was ready to take down MAGA. And this is not it's not just from this is from Megyn Kelly, man, who talked about it, which I'm gonna find it. Let me go while I put myself in while I stay in this menu right here, I'm gonna go find it, and I apologize. It's just that I was so busy right now. No, that's not her. Damn, dude. I wish I could find this woman, dude. I wish I could find this person. I could look at yeah. Let me see, bro. Yeah, that's not her. Ah, I can't find this person. I wish I had more time to be ready. It's just that I was so busy last night. I was trying to pick up all these articles. And it's not easy, man. You know, I got a better idea. Let me see if I can get it through here. Hopefully I can get through Jeremy's thing. Hopefully I can find it. No. No, Jeremy doesn't have it. Damn. Yeah, Jeremy doesn't have it. Damn it! No, he talked about it in his video. I would go into YouTube right now and look for his talk about it. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But like I said, basically, I'll put it like this. But I'll put it like this. He was going to keep going. He was going to keep going to talking about the MAGA and the far right and just keep on going. And then, of course, ABC and Disney decided to pull the plug on him. For all his nonsense of what he's doing. So let's read about this article. But yeah, like I said, I apologize. I wish I had more time because I woke up early and I was doing some stuff and I was trying to get the stream ready and everything, man. So I do apologize for you guys. So let's see here. On the 17th of this September, Disney made the extraordinary decision to pull Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air indefinitely. The move came after Jimmy Kimmel's false and inflammatory comments about the killing of Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk. Remarks that accused Trump supporters of twisting the truth while simultaneously exploiting the tragedy. The fallout has now escalated into one of the most significant entertainment controversies of the year. At the center of the firestorm, in the intersection of politics, broadcast obligations, and Disney's own corporate leadership, reports suggest that Kimmel was not only refusing to walk back his remarks, but had also prepared to an even sharper monologue for the night his show was yanked. A monologue insider described as very hot and directly aimed at supporters of President Trump. That was when Disney made the decision to yank Kimmel off the air. Yeah, it's like I said, dude. I mean, I'm not going to play this video because I've already played it too many times and it's just sickening from hearing what he said. But like I said, dude, I mean, it's just wrong, dude. It's just wrong for Jimmy to do that, bro. But like I said, they are in negotiating talks of him coming back to Disney, bro. To coming back to ABC, bro. And let me tell you, I'm just Sinclair better keep his word. He better keep his word, because if he doesn't keep his word, man, there is going to be problems in the air. There is going to be a lot of problems. It's going to be a lot of problems. Let me see if I can, okay, I found her. Let me see. Okay, I think I found it. All right, hold up. All right. All right, I think I found it. Megan. No. Oops. All right. Megan. Bingo. Found her. All right, there she is. Now to find that video. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna follow her, but I want to find the other. I want to see what else, because there was another Megyn Kelly. There was another Megyn Kelly here. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, it took. I had to find it on YouTube. I had to find it. Luckily, I found the name. There it is. It's long, but I'm going to play it. But I'm going to play as much as I can, because I got a bunch more articles that we got to talk about. So let me see how we looking right here. Okay, got to go up a little bit more. All right, here it is. Here it is. I'm going to save it and like it. Here we go. This is, like I said, it's about 12 minutes long, but I'm going to try to play a little bit of it, and then I got to keep going to other articles, because I got I'm going to be honest, I got about a total of 15 articles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to talk about what I could about the Jimmy Kimmel controversy here, and then after that, I'm going to do videos on the rest of the articles. So hope you guys enjoy this. Watch this.
So the reports broke last night mostly that there were multiple reasons why Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off the air. But chief among them was, not only was he not planning on apologizing when he was going to go back out on his show Wednesday evening, he was planning on attacking MAGA. Attacking. My words are being purposefully twisted, he was planning on saying, per a report in the Wall Street Journal. See, it's our fault that we didn't understand that really he was supposed to be super supportive of MAGA. He wasn't pointing the finger at MAGA. Just a reminder for those of you who hadn't heard them, here's what he said on Monday night that caused the trouble. Sat one.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Unbelievable. I mean, like, every word there was untrue. Like, literally every word he said was false. And an intentional smear. And the shooter had nothing whatsoever to do with MAGA, which he knew. And I'll tell you how I know he knew. Jimmy Kimmel has made perfectly clear in the past that he's factual. He's super factual. Is this a SOT, guys, or is this just a quote? But he got into his own little dispute with Aaron Rodgers, the football player, who had suggested Jimmy Kimmel might be on the Epstein list. And Jimmy Kimmel was very upset about that allegation. And Jimmy Kimmel went out on his show and said the following in January of 2024.
He decided to insinuate that I am a pedophile. This is how these nuts do it now. You don't like Trump, you're a pedophile. It's their go-to move. And it shows you how much they actually care about pedophilia. And as far as the, well, you say things about people all the time argument goes, Yes, I do. It's not the same. It's not even close to the same. We say a lot of things on this show. We don't make up lies. In fact, we have a team of people who work very hard to sift through facts and reputable sources before I make a joke. And that's an important distinction because
and Megyn Kelly's going to say this part that I'm going to say. If he is right about that, he gets facts and everything. Are you sure those facts were accurate? Because, I mean, think about it. Those people that are supposed to be getting the facts should know that everything that Jimmy Kimmel has said is a lie. So, of course, what Jimmy did was he twisted it. He twisted all that, what these people that are giving him facts for. And it's just stupid, you know? And it's funny. But it's like I said, that's the reason, that's mostly likely that's the most of the reason why he got pulled off the air. But not only that, bro, and I can show you one, and I'm going to show you in a minute.
Still matters. And when I do get something wrong, which happens on rare occasions, you know what I do? I apologize for it, which is what Aaron Rodgers should do, which is what a decent person would do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
So he is what we would call in the law a fucking liar because he says he has a team of fact checkers that don't allow him to say lies, and that if he errs, he'll go out there and apologize and clear it up. But he was entirely wrong.
Which he has not apologized about the incident with the Charlie Kirk. He mocked MAGA, the right, Donald Trump, and Erica and his family by dishonoring Charlie Kirk. Instead of Jimmy putting a reference and putting his condolences to his family of what happened to Charlie Kirk, he used it to attack Trump and the supporters. That's why his ratings are going down the hill. He sucks. He sucks at his job, you know?
In trying to blame this shooting on MAGA and saying this shooter was affiliated with MAGA or one of theirs, and he knew it. And the reason I know he knew it is because he says he has a team of researchers that researches every fact before he says it on his show. And what we knew as of Monday night was that this shooter, while yes, he had Republican parents, do your parents, does their party registration dictate what you're going to be? Oh, if only. If only. No. That what matters is what were his politics. That's what we're looking for here, and most specifically his motive. We know that this was a unaffiliated voter. That's how he was registered, this shooter. We knew that his own mother said that he had gone leftward. We didn't yet have the mother saying he had latched on to pro-gay and pro-trans ideology. That came another day later. Fine. But we knew that he was living with somebody who is transitioning male to female, that he, Tyler, was into, quote, furry culture, that the man he's living with was also dressed like a, quote, furry, with it, which is an anthropomorphic, I don't know.
It's a fetish thing that she's explaining, Bo. She's explaining that it's some kind of fetish. But it's like I said, dude. We all know the facts. We all know that Jimmy lied. The far left is trying to put the blame on the right. They're trying to put the blame on MAGA. And it's not working. It's not working. We know it's not true. So I'm going to stop it right here because I got a lot of articles to talk about. But look for Megyn Kelly. That's with a Y. That's MEGYN Kelly. Find her and you can look up this video. You'll find it. If you want, just go to my Twitter. Just go to my Twitter account at Liquid Kenobi 1078 and you will find it. You will find it in my bookmarks and you will see. But like I said, dude, there's a lot of problems with this. And like I said, dude, he's a liar. Jimmy Kimmel put himself in the lion's den, dude. If he really wanted to apologize, he could have done that. All he had to do was, I'm sorry, people, I made a mistake. All right? I didn't listen to my sources. He didn't want to listen because he hates Trump. He's got TDS, just like every other person that has it. All right, so let's look at the next article that we're going to talk about. It's like I said, I will have these articles posted in the links description below, so you guys can look up these articles and you can read it. And like I said, just get on Twitter and look for yourself. Look for yourself and look at the facts, bro. Just look at the facts. All right. So right now, Jimmy Kimmel is not the only one that is not on watch. You have The View that is also on the watch too. So The View stays silent on Jimmy Kimmel as FCC eyes investigation into ABC's daytime talk show. Now, these people, these women, they are bad. They thought they have so much TDS that they would try to twist things. Just like Jimmy Kimmel did, they would twist it and everything and turn it to the people, so then the people would turn against everyone else. And it's stupid. So ABC has told them that they need to dial down on the politics. They need to dial it down and just be entertaining, bro. If they would have done that, bro, if they would have been doing that, they would have never been attacked. But of course, after all these years, we've been listening to their BS. And now look at them, bro. They're all crying, dude. So, The View was uncharacteristically silent about its network, ABC, pulling Jimmy Kimmel from the airwaves after FCC scrutiny over misfortune on the alleged assassin Charlie Kirk. Now it seems the regulatory government agency may be turning its eyes toward Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts. The women of The View are never shy about jumping into the political fray, whether it's Republican candidates, conservative activists, or Supreme Court rulings. Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts always offer commentary with an unmistakable partisan edge. That's why their silence this week was deafening. Yeah. Deafening, I guess. Like I said, dude, I mean, they have put themselves in harm's way. They were the ones, they're also the ones that have called Trump a Nazi, Charlie Kirk a fascist, and they just ruined him. They made him a target. They made him a target, and that's the cost of it. So right now, I'm going to read this part right here. The FCC rules at stake. To understand why Carl's comments on The View matter, here's how the FCC rules break down. Broadcast license must serve the public interest. Over-the-air stations only exist by FCC license, which comes with a duty to operate in the public interest. Section 315's Equal Opportunity Rule, also called the Equal Time Rule. This requires that when a broadcaster gives airtime to one candidate for public office, it must provide equal opportunities to all other candidates for that office. The third, the bona fide news exception. Programs classified as bona fide news are shielded from those equal time requirements. This allows them to interview one candidate without having to automatically book all their rivals. What happens if the exception is lost? If The View were ruled not to qualify, ABC could be forced to change guest bookings or provide airtime to political opponents. That would radically alter the show's format. And last, the First Amendment concerns. Any investigation risks accusations of censorship, but the FCC doesn't have authority to regulate license holders in the name of public interest. That tension is now front and center. So, again, it's like I said, dude. People like this, they tend to twist it. They tend to twist their First Amendment rights, bro. Now, look, everybody's got an amendment right to say what they want to say. But you have to be careful what you say on live broadcasts. You got to be careful what you say. I mean, look. Nobody didn't care about what happened to Gina Carano. Did anybody care about what happened to Gina Carano? I would like to hear it from somebody that can tell me if they've heard anything, if they knew what happened to Gina Carano. You know? And like I said, you got Roseanne that happened to her. You got Tucker Carlson. You got Dave Chappelle, Tim Allen. I mean, did anybody care about those people? Did anybody say anything about them? Did anyone try to support these people? Well, Gina Carano had support. Gina Carano had support from Drunk Freepio and also the Geeks and Gamers, also Rip Reverse, also Neurotic. They backed her up all the way. And if it wasn't for Drunk Freepio, if it wasn't for him, Gina Carano would have never came back into the light again. She would have never come back. So it's like I said, dude, with everything that is going on here, this is our chance. This is our chance to get out there and have a voice and expose these people for what they are. So let's see if I can get on the next article here that we got. Let's get on the next one. Let's see. All right. So speaking of Gina Carano, I'm sure you remember what happened to her when she got fired. So Pedro Pascal is defending Jimmy Kimmel, but did she defend Gina Carano for what happened to her? No. No. She never did. You know? And she respected Pedro Pascal and the late Carl Weathers. Rest in peace, Carl. But no one didn't back her up. Carl Weathers, I can understand why. But Pedro, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, they never backed her up of her case. You know? All she did was make a political statement on what happened to her. That's all she did. All she did was make a political statement. And Jesus, man. And then, of course, Lucasfilm pulled the plug on her, man. And that's just bull. So look, I'm going to show you the list. I'm going to show you the list of people that happened with. It's not just Gina Carano, like I said. There were many more people that happened. So let's see. Here we go. Find that list. Where's that list? Oh, I gotta go to my bookmarks. I knew I was missing something. I knew I was missing something. Where is it? Where is that list? Come on, where are you? There it is. Here's the list. All right. All right, let's go to this. So here's the list of people that Benny Johnson found that got canceled. I mentioned Roseanne, Dave Chappelle, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly. She was also one that got canceled. Gina Carano, and Tim Allen. Here's others. Kid Rock, J.K. Rowling, Russell Brand, Hulk Hogan, Shane Gillis, Kill Tony. And there's many more that got canceled. And now they want us to feel sorry for Jimmy? Hell no. Hell no. We ain't going to feel sorry for him. Because not only that his show ratings are low, which I will show you in a minute, but he made that lying comment about Charlie. He disrespected Charlie. He disrespected his wife. He disrespected Donald Trump and the MAGA supporters. All just to get at Donald Trump, man. Really? And you got Pedro Pascal, that wants to support this man. Really? I mean, here's Pedro Pascal. I'm sure, let's see if it has it here. Let's see. This is what he wrote right now long ago. Vulture, ABC pulls Jimmy Kimmel Live from the air indefinitely. This is what fascism looks like. Whatever. See, look. Here's the Gina Carano controversy that happened. See, I'm going to find it right here. I got the article right here. I believe it's here. I'm going to put up this one, and I'm going to show you right now. So look, this is what Gina wrote. And this was during COVID. This was during the COVID time when it first started. That's all that she wrote. She just wrote an opinion of how we were being treated, that we had to forcefully stay in our homes, forcefully wear our masks, and forcefully take the damn vaccine. And I'm telling you the truth, because I had to take the vaccine in order for me to stay in my job. There were nurses that were getting fired because they did not want to take that vaccine. Because the problem is, bro, you have to have a good immune system for yourself, for you to survive this COVID, for any kind of flu. You know? And there was a couple of times, once in a lifetime, I've had the COVID. But after that, immediately I got better. Because I have a strong immune system. And that's important. You have to have a strong immune system in order for you to survive. If they keep injecting you with all this nonsense with the COVID booster shots and the vaccine shots, it's gotten people killed. Don't believe me? Look up the facts. Wish I could look up the facts if I had time, but I don't. I don't have time. And, and it just pains me to say it, But this is what Gina wrote. Now, let's see if we can find Pedro Pascal. Here is Pedro Pascal's message and what he wrote. This is his message. And it's like I said, dude. That article that I just pulled up, I will talk about that later in one of my videos. But this one, come on, man. If you support Jimmy Kimmel, Pedro, why couldn't you support Gina Carano? You want to know why he didn't support Gina Carano? Because she wasn't in their narrative. She wasn't part of their woke DI propaganda nonsense, bro. That's why. That's why. She did not agree with it. So, of course, they pulled her off the air. And that's why a lot of us, we unsubscribed to Disney Plus. We did not care much of Star Wars. And even though I tried watching Star Wars, and let me tell you, ever since The Mandalorian Season 2, all their shows have been torn apart. The only one that did not tear apart, to me, was Andor. Andor was the only thing that helped. And a bit of Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew should have came on right after The Mandalorian Season 2. Because it had nothing to do with The Mandalorian series. It had nothing to do with it, bro. If it would have came out right after The Mandalorian Season 2, it would have been a huge success. And it didn't. Because people were tired after what happened with The Acolyte. But now, he's going to have the movie The Mandalorian Grogu come out next year. God, I would love to see. I would like to see how that goes. Now, of course, I'm going to go watch it to review this movie. I'm going to watch it to review it and give you my thoughts on it. I'm looking more forward to that Star Wars Starfighter. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to better than this. So, but like I said, dude, I mean, this is something that we cannot have anymore. We cannot be in a narrative, bro. We have to be in common sense. Common sense. Yes, everyone has their, like I said, everyone's got their freedom of speech. Jimmy Kimmel has his right, but sometimes the way he does things, bro, is not working. But not only that, nobody hardly watches the guy. Nobody hardly watches him. And I'm going to show you right here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, bro. Okay. Jimmy Kimmel lost nearly half his audience in the 2025 ratings with Freefall before Disney pulled him off the air. So look. So again, let me go on Twitter, on my bookmarks, right here. So, here is his ratings. Boom. According to Fox, this is 10 years. This is from 2010 to 2011. That's his rating. 2012, 2013. 2013 to 2014. 15 to 16. 17 to 18. 19, 20. 21, 22. 23, and now. Who watches this guy? Who? Who? So all those people that you are watching the news that are out there, these people right here, they don't care about this. They're just there for show. They're not there really to support Jimmy. They're just there for show. They're there to create more violence. Here. This is their way of being peaceful. Right here. This is them blocking an old woman who's trying to cross the street. She's just a total stranger to them. And these people are insane. Want to go again? See another one. See if I can find that other one. Here's this one from yesterday that I found, that I got. Now, these peaceful protesters that you call, this woman right here was blocking ICE from going to do their job. If you're such a peaceful protester, why didn't you guys just go on the other side of the street and be peaceful? You're not supposed to block traffic. You're obstructing justice. What the hell is this, man? I call it BS. So they had to do their jobs. And this is how they do it.
That was really cool, guys. You guys are super cool for that. Wow. Big tough man. Thank you. Big tough guy.
Insane, dude. And then look, she goes over there and attacks again.
She's getting your side. She's getting your side. Go get it, boy. Give me your side. Give me your side. Oh, give me your side.
Fall down.
I mean, they would have not been hurt or any harm if these people would just be on the other side of the street being peaceful. But instead, they were blocking their way from doing their job. You cannot do that. ICE is doing their job to get rid of illegal immigrants. For the 4 years that we have been through, they have done harm to the people, man. Innocent women were being beaten and raped, killed. They had sex trafficking going on, drug smuggling, gangs coming into our country, mentally insane people. And these are the people that want to protect them? It pisses me off to see this. It pisses me off. And I tell you, man, it has gone too far. It's gone too far. This is the time now to fight back. And not with fists, with your voice. You speak out and say your thing, man. I'm just so goddamn upset, bro. I'm just so damn pissed right now. It's not funny. This is insane, dude. So, here's what Trump's got to say about the Antifa movement. Here it is.
Antifa, what comes next after designating Antifa a terrorist
Well,
organization?
we're going to designate too, but we're going to look at the people that funded Antifa, see who they are, where they came from, and why they did. Have you seen Portland at all? Have you taken a look what's happening in Portland? It's I mean, this has been going on for years. It's just people out of control. They're crazy. We're going to stop that very soon. We have to get rid of a couple.
And this has only been happening in Democratic states. Portland, Chicago, New York, California, many others, blue states. All that has been happening with crime all over the place. Trump is trying to prevent anyone from dying anymore. And you got the far-left Democrats trying to accuse that guns are the problem. No, guns are not the problem. It's the people that wield it. You see, unlike any firearm, guns are a tool that can be used to protect others. Cops use it. Federal governments use it. If you decide to take away the Second Amendment right, would that mean you take away the federal government's rights too? I mean, you got to think about it. You have to think about that for a minute. And, I mean, it's like this. Say, for example, I'm not going to have an actual weapon here, but say, for example, if this phone was a weapon, if it was a gun or a knife, I would put it right here in front of me and see if it does something. If a weapon like that was dangerous, wouldn't it have done its work by now? No. Because I'm in control. See, I can use this. This, if I wanted to, I can use it to either hit somebody with it, to throw it, or use this to do that. But I'm in control. There is a lot of people out there that are mental, they're not in control. You got people that listen to the far left's lies, brainwashing them to make them think that, oh, it's okay. You guys could do what you got to do, bro, to take down these people, bro. Yeah. They almost assassinated Donald Trump. If Donald Trump would have been moved his head a little bit more, he would have been dead. And we would have been at the mercy of Kamala Harris right now. We would have been done. Our country would have been finished. We were at the brink of World War III. But Trump saved us all from that. And he's trying to restore our country. God damn it, man. Give him a chance. Remember, 1 year we are trying to get away from Joe. He's trying to clean up what Joe Biden has done. It doesn't take like this to make it work. It takes time. When Joe Biden was president that year, the only thing he damaged was the freaking Afghanistan fiasco. Everything else was fine. The gas, the groceries, it was fine. But a year later, everything went to shit. Give him time. Give him the time. It will go back to normal. But all you people out there that have TDS, bro, you guys are idiots. All of you. Damn, dude. I mean, there are things I like what Trump's doing, and there are a couple things that I don't like what he's doing. Now look, like I said, give him time. Give him the time that he needs. He's got to try to restore our country. He just fixed up almost 7 countries to be peaceful and not to go at war with each other. Give him time for this one. We got to get our country back in shape. Let's get on. Let me see if I get on the next one because I am probably going to be a little late coming off the air. So let's see here in a minute. All right. Now we have another celebrity. Stephen Colbert just enraged. So let me get back to the news. Stephen Colbert just enraged CBS station owners with his support of Jimmy Kimmel's comments. Will they drop him too? So when Stephen Colbert found out that Jimmy Colbert was suspended indefinitely, Jimmy Kimmel Stephen Colbert did this, and I'm gonna find it right now. I swear to God, dude, it's like, I'm gonna find it. I may have it in the article. All right, so here it is right here. Here it is right here for my Minority Home. She sent this. She sent this. She sent this out, and this pissed me the hell off.
We are all Jimmy Kimmel.
So what he's saying is he's disrespecting people that are supporting We Are Charlie Kirk. He jokes about it. Look.
We are all Jimmy Kimmel. I still have a show though, right? Okay, good. We are.
Really? I swear to fucking God, dude. It's like, why? Now, Stephen Colbert is lucky because CBS was willing to let him stay in his job until next May. Next year, May, he's gone. Despite that he won an award, he still wants to do what he wants to do. Boy, I wish CBS just pulled the plug right now, just for the laughter. Because let me tell you, he's been paid. They cost his show $100 a year, $100 a year, $100 million a year. I meant $100 million a year, and his show costed him every year 40 to 60 million because he's not been doing well in his damn audience. So I asked myself, who watches these late night shows? That's who watches these shows right now. Late night shows used to be funny, used to be hilarious and all that, bro. I mean, and now because they go into politics, bro, they have just ruined themselves. And it's saddening, bro. It's upsetting. It's hard to find a good show, good funny show nowadays. But nowadays they want to put these comedian shows for the modern lifetime. We don't need that, man. We need to escape from reality for once. Jesus. So let's see what they got on this article. All right. So on September 17th, Next Star Media Group announced that all its ABC affiliated stations would preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely, objecting to a monologue by Kimmel in which he falsely stated that the killer Charlie Kirk was a MAGA supporter. This is not supported by law enforcement, the family of the accused, nor allegedly by the accused himself. For a nation in mourning after a gruesome political assassination, like not seen since the 1960s, it was too much. Audiences were incensed by a claim that was akin to claiming and Martin Luther King supporter had killed him rather than James Earl Ray. It was an acting of blaming the victim, gaslighting Americans, and the creation of a false narrative, which this was. I mean, Jesus, bro. Stephen Colbert just made himself look like a fool so many damn times, bro. This is probably this.
We are all Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, that's the words that I found in Twitter, bro. I should have seen it here. So here's a reminder. Here's a reminder of what they said. An important to mention is that both Sinclair and Exterior do not own just ABC affiliates. They also own a significant number of CBS affiliates, some key evidence. Sinclair owns many CBS affiliate stations. For example, KUTV in Salt Lake City, Utah, Kagan in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, KBOI in Boise, Idaho, KLEW in Lloydston, Idaho. Corporate profiles of Sinclair show that among the owned, operated stations are affiliated of all the major broadcast networks, including CBS. Nexstar similarly owns stations affiliated with multiple networks. While the current news focuses on its ABC stations pulling Jimmy Kimmel, its portfolio includes large CBS affiliates as well. So I'm going to say this right now, man. Steven, you better be careful what you say. Don't try to you've mocked MAGA a bit. You've mocked the Charlie Kirk movement, and now look what you're doing. You're in the danger zone, man. Stephen Colbert better be careful what he says right now, because if he does not be careful, he is going to lose his position. They will fire him indefinitely. I tell you, man, it's just that bad, bro. People are going crazy, bro. People are just going nuts over this nonsense, bro. And I tell you, it's insane. Let me get on to the last article that I'm going to talk about. This one's going to be very short. Yeah. All right. So This last one is Steak and Shake takes credit for fire the CEO, Cracker Barrel billboard. So, as you know, Cracker Barrel, they changed their they try to change their Cracker Barrel monologue into this kind of brand, but they took it down and brought it back to normal, where it once was. But now, Steak and Shake, they have made themselves involved in not only wanting to fire the CEO of Cracker Barrel, they also wanted to do this. Oh, Jesus. My bad, people. I hit the wrong button. I hate it when I right click on something. All right. Not only did they brought this back and everything, they brought this back, thank God. They also did this, which I'm going to get right now. No, it's passed up here. I got to go up. They did this. Where is it? Here it is, right here. They did this. Stand up, speak out, stay bold. Paid for by the Steak and Shake Row. I'm happy for them, bro. I'm happy that restaurants like this are standing up to these people, man. I'm happy for them, bro. So it's like I said, man. We need to start getting out there and standing up to these people, man. We have to. If we don't, this country's finished. And a lot of us have been talking about this for such a long time. We've been talking about this for so long. You know, I've seen so much that has happened, bro. And not just our entertainment, but in reality itself. And what the far left is capable of doing. And it's sad. It really is sad. It really is a sad moment. And like I said, guys, we have to stand up. We have to get out there. We got to speak out. Please, I ask you this. Get your voices out there, bro. Get on a phone. Get on a laptop. Get on a computer with a camera and speak your voice. Get out there and speak out about this rhetoric. We need to fight back now. This is our chance. This is our moment. Don't let these far left loonies brainwash you. Don't let these people take you down. Don't let these crazy loonies do this. They need to fight against people that do this. 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 And finally, fight against people. Oh, jeez. Thing froze again. I hate it when it freezes. And fight people that really actually do this. That's all I gotta say, man. We gotta fight, man. This is your chance, people. Get your voice out there. Don't let them win. We have a chance. We are winning this battle. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep pushing. We got to expose these people who they are. I urge you to do the same. Don't sit back and watch this all play out. Be involved. Get involved. You don't need to fight these people. Fight them with this. Be smart. Fight them with this. Speak out. Don't use this. Use your First Amendment right. All right. That's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys very much for watching. I wish I had more people to watch, and I wish I had people to talk to, you know. So it is hard. But if you guys could do me one little favor, is to please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys